Today's news. Today's news.
On the hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. I'm Steve Case, and words of assurance from the nation's Treasury Secretary as Congress pushes for answers about two bank failures.
Secretary Yellen says depositors are safe.
The Federal Reserve is providing additional support to the banking system with a new lending facility. This will help financial institutions meet the needs of all of their depositors.
But when it comes to those who ran Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank,
shareholders and debt holders are not being protected by the government.
Yellen also stressed the need for Congress to raise the debt ceiling, telling the Senate Finance Committee a GOP plan to prioritize some bills over others is just default by another name. Lindy Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
New developments in the Black Sea. CBS's Tammy McCormick tells us the Russians got to pieces of a U.S. drone first.
The Russians arrived at the wreckage scene soon after the drone went down. One Russian ship recovered wreckage. The Russian vessel has since left the area as it's close enough to Ukraine to be hit by a missile. Regardless, the wreckage, they say, will be difficult to retrieve in such deep water, and the U.S. has rendered most of it invaluable anyway.
The Air Force has released video that it says proves the drone was buzzed by Russian fighters and was clipped by one of them. There's no U.S. pressure on the Chinese owners of TikTok, the video sharing app, as we hear from White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
A statement from the company indicates the Biden administration has strongly recommended a divestiture of TikTok from its Chinese ownership, or else. The TikTok spokesperson says a split off from Beijing wouldn't solve U.S. security concerns, but that TikTok's own plans would. The growing chorus of critics in Congress notes that any Chinese-owned technology company has to comply with China's law permitting the government to take its data at any time. The Trump administration tried to ban TikTok more than 2 years ago, but the effort was blocked by the courts.
In France, after weeks of protest and angry debate about a pension bill, the retirement age is being raised 2 years to 64.
Opposition lawmakers booed, jeered, and sang the national anthem as the Prime Minister announced she was not going to wait for a vote. Instead, Elizabeth Warren forced through the controversial pension reforms by invoking special constitutional powers. This came after the Senate voted in favor of modified proposals, but the National Assembly remained mired in heated debate for that final hurdle. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Paris.
Microsoft has just unveiled new artificial intelligence upgrades to services that include Word, Excel, Outlook email, and PowerPoint. Wall Street's, right now the Dow is up 190 points. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear the good news, did you? I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.